Hi guys, it's Stephanie Grams, and I'm the Memory Bear Business Coach. And I've just started a series of reaction videos on how, starting a home-based sewing business or how to start one. And I'm just going through some YouTube channels, and I'm just going to give a review. So this is from November 16th, 2017. I haven't watched this before, so let's just skip over and get it started.
Greg, and I have a home-based licensed sewing business.
That's good. I'm going to point out that she is licensed. She stated she's licensed, so that's really important information to jot down.
Home-based sewing business in my apartment.
Okay, so she said she's in her apartment and she's licensed. I do know I've lived in apartment dwellings before. You need to check with your local and your city ordinances about having a business in your home. You have to check with your renter's insurance, and you need to check with the front desk, the admin area of the rental office. So I don't know if she's going to say anything about that or not, but I'll give her a chance to talk.
The reason I'm making this video is because I want to encourage those who are thinking about starting some type of home-based business in their home. You don't have to have a big home like I have mine in my apartment, my small apartment, and I believe that it's very successful with the time that I put in. The name of my business is I Love to Sew, and my website is ilovetosew.net. I would like to share with you my journey of what I had to go through in order to get where I am now. Because it was a journey, and it's a journey for anybody that wants to start a home-based business. After I graduated from that class, I said, wow, this is really fun. I wanted to continue sewing, but we didn't have a sewing machine in our home. My mother would make our clothes. There was 3 boys, and I was the only girl, but she would make.
If don't get discouraged if you did not learn how to sew when you were younger. A lot of individuals didn't. I actually learned when I was 7 from my grandma and my mom, and so I've been sewing almost 40 years. But she's saying how much she learned in school, and she loved sewing, but they couldn't afford a sewing machine. And nowadays, pre-2020, the sewing machines were like $45 to $50 if they could keep them on the shelf. They were always fully stocked then, but post-pandemic of 2020, I noticed the machines are in higher demand. They've gone up in price, and my local big box store can't keep them on the shelves. So
make our clothes by hand. She taught me with sewing, like fabric, how to read a pattern, how to select the right pattern for your body, how to cut out, and how to put it together. And so I made me it was a hot red wool 2-piece wool skirt.
But that was beautiful.
And I made it pretty good. It really did me really nice. So that was the first outfit I ever made when I was 17 years old. After I graduated from high school, I went on to community college, and my family, their money was still low. And so my mother knew that I loved to sew. My younger brother, he enrolled in some contest to win a sewing machine, and he won it. Nice. And he gave it to me. So I started making my own clothes, and they were so good that my friends would ask me, where did I buy my clothes from?
Right there, that's word of mouth marketing. That is the best way to build your business. If you don't have any customers, you actually do be your first customer, just like she did. She started making her own clothes, which made her first customer. So definitely be your first customer. Even with memory bears and sentimental sewing, you can do the same thing. Like, I'm not a seamstress at all, but you can still glean some really good tips from this video.
And I told them that I made my clothes, and they were very fascinated. Um, when when I went to college, I took the sewing machine with me, and I continued making a few of my clothes. A lot of them. That's just something I just love to do. I got married a few years after college, had a family, had 3 children, stayed married it was a good marriage, but it didn't last. We stayed married for a while, and we got divorced. So I became a single parent, and I had to take care of 3 small children. So
It's nice that she's sharing part of her personal life with us, because sewing can fit into a single parent lifestyle. um, I was homeschooling for my children, and I had a custom art doll, like primitive. It used to be called Sweet Tater Primitives, is what I owned, and I made custom art dolls. They look like this. So these are some of the art dolls, or an example of what I used to make. I'm not sure if you can see them very well, but they're all original patterns that I drew. I did all the hand sewing, all the painting, painted my own cloth. Like I said, I made all my own patterns. Um, but these are just a couple, and I actually just kept these. 99% of the ones I've ever made were purchased, so I didn't even keep them. But anyways, isn't he cute? So, I made these kind of things. If you go to my website, I should have a portfolio of things that I did in the past and that customers have purchased. So, but anyways, back to her story.
I had to, well, and if you have any clothes that needed to be altered, please contact me.
Nice.
So I knocked on people's doors in the neighborhood, passed out the flyers. That didn't turn out good at all.
Yeah, mine
I think it.
Mine didn't either. My local neighborhood was not my target customers at all. So I get exactly what she's saying. And again, it's not because I do alterations, because I don't. And I'm not a seamstress either. But really, the business that you have, you really need to make sure you know who your target audience is.
Any customers. Most people in my neighborhood, it was the housing projects, and they just didn't have the money. And so when my children got older, my youngest daughter, she got in high school, I got a good job working at a community college as a senior secretary stenographer for the vice president.
Nice.
So I was in a pretty high prestigious office. I came in contact with a lot of officials, administrators, faculty people, clerical people, and I said, "Wow, this is a good way. I can get some clients to work part time after hours." And so I got on the computer.
If you're a seamstress or you do alterations, a tip for you is to contact the local laundromats and also the dry cleaners in your area and see if they need your services. A lot of times they do.
Computer, and I started advertising what I could do if anybody needed alterations.
Be careful when it comes to advertising your business. Again, know your customers, know your prices, stand firm in all of that, and please don't meet people in private residence and don't invite them to your place, to your home. Just be very careful. Be safe.
Done. Please contact me. I let
I'm going to
I
skip a little bit.
undercharge them. I still didn't know how to charge. I was
Please don't undercut yourself. Know what's going on in your 50 miles radius zip code. Know who's offering the services you offer. Know what they're offering for the price. Don't try to undercut yourself just to save, just to like try to get over, beat them by $1 or two, because your quality and uniqueness may be way better than anybody close to you. So please research and know what you're doing. Don't undercut yourself.
I was insecure of charging people, and people knew that.
Know your value. People will walk all over you, take advantage of you, so they can save themselves $1, but it leads to burnout for you, and that's not any way to have a business.
And so they would take advantage of me as far as pricing. So I got all this work. I got plenty work, so much work. I didn't have time to sew for myself,
Yep.
make myself clothes. Now, and the money I was getting in from the clients, I was really losing money, and I felt so bad. So I decided to quit taking in clothing operations. And that was the Bay Area. I moved to Solano County, and a few years after I lived in Solano County, I retired from my job. And, um, being retired on a fixed income, you don't have that much money. So I said, you know what? I need to make some extra money. I got this sewing skill. So, and I'm going to make it the right way this time. I'm going to uh, get my business license. So I went downtown and I got my business license, my permit that was required by the city and by the county.
Yeah, so this is 2017, and I don't remember where she said she lived, but in Ohio, you can go to the Secretary of State website and get your business license through the website. Like, you don't even have to go downtown for that, but you do need to check for your local, like, vendor's license and permits and things like that. So, if you're in Ohio and you have questions, you can just, contact me. If you're out of the state of Ohio and have questions, you can still contact me and we can like research together if you'd like. But always seek legal advice and tax advice from professionals. I'm not a professional.
I got that. I had some business cards made up, some very professional business cards.
Carry business cards. I wished I had some with me yesterday when I went to Joanne Fabrics to look up some things, some research for my business, and somebody asked me if I like to sew, and that conversation led into the memory bears, and I did not take any of my business cards. So I learned my lesson the hard way. Not that she would have been a customer of mine, but she could have been one of my students. So, anyways, take business cards with you.
Made up. And
Oh, and to save money, you can design them for free at canva.com. Download them and print them yourself. I have a ink subscription where I save a ton. I save hundreds of dollars on ink. I do my own sublimation and my own printing of business materials, and that link is in the bio area of this video. It is an affiliate link. I'm not sponsored, but I do share all the affiliate links to the products that I have used in my company.
I went to the newspaper company and I put in an ad about my business. And I realized, I said, wow, I'm the only one that have an ad regarding sewing. That's pretty good then. I don't have no competition. And so people started calling me. They seen my ad in the paper, and people were just so thrilled that somebody had a home-based sewing business, and they thought that seeing that it was in my home that I was going to be really cheap, and I still didn't have the confidence in how to charge people. So I
Advice, please get your pricing firmly written down where you are not going to budge. Get it in writing. Hold yourself accountable to your company on your pricing before you start advertising.
I was really charging low. I was getting a lot of customers. I was getting burnt out again. I said, "Wow, what did I get myself into? I want a business. I know I can do it, but I just don't know how to charge people. I think if I charge too much and lose customers, I just don't know what to do." So I started um, taking classes on the internet regarding sewing, how to update my sewing skills and to uh, work faster in my sewing skills, to improve my sewing skills. So I signed up for various internet sewing classes. That helped me a lot.
I'm going to do a plug here. So today is September 19th, 2021, and I still have room in my October classes. It's 4 weeks long, and every week we do a live. Plus, there's supplemental like videos and things like that throughout the classes. And the link is on my website. The intro class is $100, and this is if you are new or if you're an aspiring, new, or expanding memory bear and sentimental sewing business owner, and you would like to learn more of the ins and outs and some technical things with sewing. And let me show you something real quick. Sorry, I have my area blocked off. We will be going through the hold on, I gotta cover this. The 9-piece bear. Oh, my embroidery machine stopped. Give me 1 minute, I'm filming. And so we will go through the technical of how to sew these, how to put the arms on the sides instead of coming out of the neck. I will show you how to make an inside vest, a double-sided vest. That way, if your customer, wants the vest lined and removable, we go through that. We go through a lot of things. I show you how to make your own custom care labels so you can print those from home. We go through a lot of things. Plus, there are several bonuses. Some of the bonuses is a PDF of my book that I wrote and published called The Ultimate Memory Bear and Sentimental Sewing Business Owner. It's the guide, the ultimate guide. So um, you will get a PDF copy of that, or no, I'm sorry, I will actually print that and mail it to you if you're in the US. Okay. If you're in Canada, you get the PDF. You will also get either a PDF or a printed copy of the 22-inch memory bear pattern that I hand drafted myself. And you'll have mentoring or coaching, private coaching with me. These are all bonuses for this October 1st, 2021 class. So be sure to be one of the 20 or 25 students to get into that. Otherwise, you'll miss out for the rest of this year.
I um, went to the library, did a lot of research on home-based sewing businesses. And let's see, I said, I am not going to be afraid of charging people because I am really worth a lot.
Do you notice that she had to transition from, being a very young single mom until she had retired to know her value? So please seek out mentorship or coaching, even if it's not me. That way you can learn your value so you do not lose some precious time in your sewing business.
I realized that the clothing alteration business is really in demand and people want to look good and they want good customer service. People are willing to drive long distance just for good customer service. I know I do. That's very important. and I don't mind paying a little extra for good service and for good quality work. And I know I'm good. And so when I bought some ink pens with my business information engraved on the ink pen so I can get to my clients and also my future clients. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, make sure I got thank you notes. So after I complete a client's garment, I try within 2 weeks to send a thank you note to let them know how appreciative I was for them to use my service.
That is a follow up for the order. If you receive a referral, send a thank you. Actually, handwrite a thank you. Don't text it, don't email it. If you have a mailing address, which I hope you're collecting mailing addresses from past customers and potential customers, definitely um, get mailing addresses, send thank yous, send them sales flyers, send them events. Like if you're going to attend an event within that same state they live in, just send them. That way you stay in contact with them.
And I make sure that I contact my clients during the Christmas season to send out Christmas cards. And I'm thinking,
I love the advice that she is giving us because Juanita is her name. She has really shared some gems of a business, of a sewing business owner. I'm very thankful for her for for posting this online for all of us.
about maybe inserting a coupon um, for the next um, alteration that they get from get with me. And I just know that God has blessed me, but I had to go through some obstacles. I wanted, I gave up a few times because I really didn't know. People were taking advantage, like they considered me as doing this as a hobby. And I
Mm.
had to let them know, no, this is a business.
That's like, as of right now, that I feel is how my closest family and friends feel about my LLC. I don't know how else to get them to see that I truly am a business owner. So we all go through that. I think that they finally realize, but I and I can't fault them for that because I don't know that they follow me on any of my social media, and I don't reach out to them about current orders, right? They've all bought from me. They've all ordered from me in the past, but I often forget to let my closest friends and family members know what's going on in my business to remind them I am a business owner. So I get what she's saying.
And I have to pay taxes
Yes.
with my business. And so that's another reason I have to charge a little bit more. But my work is good, my work is fast, and I treat them very, very good when they come for my service. And don't be afraid. You are going to have some obstacles trying to start a business, but it's well worth it. You can set your own hours and you can select who you want to serve.
With memory bears and sentimental sewing, you don't have to accept everybody that comes to you. I don't. I have turned customers away, and you need to know who you are, what you expect from your company, and stick with it.
Thank you. Bye bye.
So there you have it. I think that was a great video. I am very thankful that Juanita. Let me push pause. That Juanita shared all that information with us, and I hope that you stick around, that you like my channel, you like my, subscribe, please. Again, there is no editing to this because I really just don't have the time to edit all of my videos. Eventually I will, but right now I don't. So again, it's Stephanie Grahams. I hope that you subscribe, like, comment, share. Without you, I don't have a business. Thanks, guys.